social media accounts. She has been a freelance also, a social media director for CMU Events Group, an event management and entertainment company. She also launches social media campaigns on the Group Theory Entertainment. Well, she is a professional. Last year she won. She was among a few journalists that was invited by the State Department to make a tour with 20 journalists from around the world. So she's a very, very talented woman, and she's gonna get married next summer. So thank you, Angelica, for being with us. Please begin. We are listening to your exposition.
Hi, everyone. Back in 2010, back in early 2010, when we went for this conference, social media was just starting out in Sri Lanka. So, hold on a second. Social media was just starting out in Sri Lanka, so people were just using it for, just experimenting with it, and they weren't very serious. Just a couple of companies may be using it for promotion, serious promotion. But by now, a lot of companies have realized the importance of social media presence. For example, almost everyone would have a Facebook account, Facebook page, and but Twitter is not very popular here yet, but it's catching up pretty fast. One of the main social media means Sri Lankan companies are using is Facebook pages. Even like a small company or a little salon, shorted out, a food outlet, something like that would have a Facebook page all the way up to bigger companies. So we are just starting out, and late 2010, companies started looking out for professionals in social media, and that's why I have my own idea of getting people together to provide companies with people who have expertise in social media, and trying to create an awareness in Sri Lanka that there is a need, because the need is there right now, but there is not much to supply. As in, like, we have a need. The companies need social media professionals, but we don't have very many people who are professionals in social media right now. So that is how the situation is right now. The need is there, the supply is not yet, there, because people have not realized, the potential in social media, but it's getting there. That is the situation right now.
So what is the use of social media right now? It's only to promote the stories, or it's to post the stories that can make it to the main media?
Majority of the companies are doing promotions. They would be giving away prizes, they would hold competitions, things like that. Just a very few are having a conversation. I could just pinpoint about just 2, 3, 4 companies that I know who are creating a conversation using social media, but majority of the companies are still doing promotional one-way activities. There's one coffee shop that we all know, mainly because of social media. I wouldn't even know about the coffee shop before that, and I've spoken about that shop in a lot of my discussions. They are the #1 example in Colombo right now. They're called Coco Veranda. If you can check it up on YouTube, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. They have a very good social media presence, and they converse a lot. They hardly do spread off promotions. They do very I don't know how do you call it, very soft level of promotions, but they do engage in a lot of conversation. They get feedback and all of that. And there's 2 of the main telecommunication networks in Sri Lanka, Mobitel and Dialog. Those 2 companies also engage in a sort of an conversation, but not as good as the coffee shop that I mentioned. So those are the 3 companies that I can see right now that are highly engaged in social media. Even my own media network is not very highly into social media, but on the they are not. My company is a very it's the oldest media corporation in Sri Lanka, and they have very conventional ideas. So it's a kind of a challenge to make them see the importance of social media. I've got to some level, but there's so much to go. So, but Colombo Events Group is doing other, they have some upcoming events which are different. So they will go under a different name. So we will be coming up with a couple of more accounts on social networks. So up to now, it's this account, the main page on Facebook, and along with that we have a YouTube account, and I'll get you the YouTube.
And by the way, happy birthday! Daniel's Facebook says that today's your birthday.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Any other questions? About music? Okay, here we have another question.
Hi. During your research, what aspects of social media do you find were most important?
I can't quite hear you. Can you repeat that?
Yes.
We're gonna get the mic closer.
Where's the mic? Oh, okay. During your research, what aspects of social media do you find were more important?
Well, I figured that Facebook is probably the most important social networking site right now, and it would be useful to use Facebook as the hub, the main social network, and have the other channels around it to support it. Twitter is pretty fast. It can like update your fans or your followers immediately, but there isn't a huge crowd following the company on Twitter unless you're well established and well known. So that is something that I have to work hard on to get the crowd into Twitter. But actually, group theory started just last year, December. So our first big event was on the 5th of February this year. So we just started out. Hang on, I'll give you the YouTube channel. So, I don't think you can convert it to a page, but the thing is, Facebook policy, this is sort of, I'm not trying to like say anything wrong, but according to Facebook policy, this kind of thing should be a page and not a profile, because profiles are for people, like, you know, a person.
Yes.
And they advise you to put this as a page, but I don't think you can convert it to a page, so you would probably have to make a new one. I know a lot of people have profiles as their company, but why I don't encourage it is that I have seen a number of times where Facebook has come across and they just delete it. I mean, they just disable it and you lose all your friends, your contacts, the content that you put in, everything is lost, and that's such a bad experience. And I know, I mean, I have seen 2 such incidents, like people that I really know, and that's such a shame. So, I don't know, a little suggestion that if you would like, you could start up a page with the same name, and you can, you know, run both of them parallel, and once you get all your friends into the page, you can either keep the account or deactivate it, because if Facebook comes across this and they realize this is a page, this is not a person, there is a high chance that they might disable the account and you will not be able to get anything from, the contacts and the content and you know, the conversations from the inbox and, you know, all the valuable information. So I suggest you do take a backup just in case. It can happen in, like, you know, it can happen tomorrow, it can happen in like 10 years, you never know, but just a suggestion just to be, you know, on the safe side. I've sent a wrong link. Okay. Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Okay. This is a page of the newspaper El Mañana, and we have the same problem. We included. We just found out. No, we found out a couple months ago when all of our friends we got to the limit. We got to the 5,000 friends, and we had to create another profile. But that is a mistake, as I have learned. We have more than.
This is another. Yeah, profile.
Yeah. We reached the 4,995 friends. Sometimes we have to eliminate some of our friends, especially the ones that are nasty.
So this is why you should actually change. You should make a page just like for the other newspaper. Make a page with the same name, right? And invite all your friends, because Facebook doesn't allow. It's not possible for a person to have more than 5,000 friends and be actively involved in all of them. So taking that into account, Facebook has limited the number of friends for a profile to 5,000. But as a page, you can go up to millions. There's no limitation right now. So that is another reason why, you should be, if you are a business or product or an artist, a famous artist can have billions of friends, right? They don't have to be friends, they can be fans. So this is why they have introduced pages. So if you could create a page like I told you, go to facebook.com/pages and follow the instructions. If you can make a page with the same name and you invite all the friends in this group to that page, then you could grow from there into beyond. I mean, the possibilities are endless. You can have any amount of people following you, and your updates will come on their newsfeed just like when they're friends with you. So it's always better to have a page than a profile. I know with a profile you can chat and you can inbox. So those are the only two things which you will lose with a page. But though you lose those two, you have a lot of other advantages. You can actually message people, though it doesn't go into your inbox. You can pretty much act like a person with a page, except for, I guess, this chatting ability and directly, being the personal thingy. But there are so many advantages of page. You can have any number of friends or likes. So I guess if you start with a page with the same name and get people into that, you can grow much bigger.